Red Devil Volleyball is on the air. After an early exit in the state tournament last year, the Lady Red Devils, led by Coach Tara Lawler, look to take the next step as they do battle with the rest of Wyoming's 4A classes. Turn up the volume and raise those pitchforks high. And join us for Evanston Volleyball on KNYN 99.1, The Big Dog, with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com. Red Devil Volleyball is brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, Dr. McKay Frankum DDS, Westar Printing, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and the Legal Tender Restaurant, Wyoming Dental Specialties, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Flex Fitness, Rocky Mountain Yeti, The Littlest Wood Shop, Evanston Regional Hospital, the Come On In Casper, Bear River Dental, Evanston Parks and Rec, Rocky Mountain Signs, Plains Tire, Arrowhead Dental, Uinta County School District Number 1, Ellingford Brothers, and Trona Valley Federal Credit Union. And now, Red Devil Volleyball fans, sit back, relax, and get ready to scream for your team as we head to the arena to join the play-by-play voice of your Evanston Red Devils, ELAN OLLIFF.
And good afternoon, Red Devil Volleyball fans. Welcome to Red Devil Volleyball, a First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball here on KNYN 99.1 FM and mylocalradio.com. Today, the Red Devils take on the Preston Indians out of Idaho in the second game of pool play here at the Cokeville Invitational of 2019, the first games for the Evanston Red Devils in the 2019 campaign. Of course, where it is taking place at the auxiliary gym here in Cokeville, Wyoming, at Cokeville High School. The first serve is scheduled for minutes from now. In the meantime, we have a pregame show. We'll set the scene for today's exciting match, and we'll explain why it is so exciting and why it is so important as this tournament moves forward when we come back on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1, The Big Dog, and mylocalradio.com.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
We're here to help strengthen our community. Yes, that's right. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we take pride in belonging to our community. We encourage people of every race, gender, and belief to come together and give their all towards the betterment of our community. It's about people helping people. When you join our credit union, you also join a movement. At Trona Valley, we are thankful for our members, member NCUA, trust NCUA, a credit union system that is safe, sound, and secure.
Welcome to Cokeville, Wyoming, here for the second round of the Cokeville Invitational. We're having a few technical difficulties with our scoreboard cam. We are currently working on that for those of you that are watching on mylocalradio.com. Anyways, so here's the scene set for today's matchup as you are seeing the second set of the JV matchup. Evanston, if you haven't heard by now, came out on top of the Rich Rebels in 3 sets. Right after that, Mountain View and Preston played a 5-set beauty, but Preston would fall to Mountain View. And then right after that, Mountain View played Rich, where Rich would beat Mountain View in 5 sets. So that means if Evanston does come out on top this afternoon against Preston, they will be the only team in Pool C with 2 wins and can control their destiny into the final game of pool play. The top 2 from each pool is guaranteed a spot in the gold medal bracket tomorrow, with the 2 best 3 seeds in the 3 pools advancing as well. Evanston would like to win this pool, get themselves a top seeding in the bracket tomorrow, but they got to take care of business here first. That is our scene set. When we return, we'll visit with Coach Tara Lawler, play a discussion we had leading up to the Cokeville Invitational, and we'll do that on this first bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN FM 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
If you're a person who enjoys comfort, affordability, and history, make sure you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn the next time you're in Evanston, Wyoming. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the 17-unit motel referred to as the Oasis of the West that was frequented by stars like Dolly Parton and Tanya Tucker. Today, when you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, you'll enjoy the history while you relax in one of the 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres. Best Western Dunmar Inn. Reserve your rooms today, 307-789-3770.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
A pass to the Evanston Recreation Center gets you so much more than a weight room. A pass also gives you access to the pool, hot tub, steam rooms, cardio room, cycling studio, shooting range, basketball court, and locker rooms with showers. Passes also let you attend drop-in fitness classes at no additional cost, including Zumba, yoga, cycling, water aerobics, and strength training classes. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Recreation Center. Payment plans available. Stop in today.
In business since 1936, Ellingford Brothers started with 3 brothers building bridges across Wyoming. Over the years, the company has expanded into different aspects tied to construction, including ready-mix, steel fabrication, heavy hauling, hotshot services, and crushers. Ellingford Brothers is reliable, honest, and offers competitive pricing. When it comes to all things construction, come to Ellingford Brothers in Evanston, Wyoming. Call today, 307-789-1515.
And welcome back to a first bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball. Here is Coach Tara Lawler for the Devils, talking about the Cokeville Invitational.
ELAN OLLIFF here with volleyball coach Tara Lawler. Coach, you're going into your 19th season. I was out here at practice yesterday. You looked like you were having the time of your life. You were jumping up and down. You were screaming with the girls. What keeps you coming back, and what keeps this great for you?
You know, it's all about the girls. I love the sport of volleyball. I always have. But it's the girls that continue. They come enthused and excited, and they're ready to play. They're ready to learn, and I guess as long as we still have girls coming in with excitement, I'm going to be excited to coach them.
So we've got the Cokeville Invitational coming up. That is where you traditionally start your season at, as we talked about off the mic. What do you guys think is kind of the game plan going into that?
You know, earlier on, I think I would focus more about who we were playing But like I just told you, I hadn't even looked to see what pool or what court we were on. It's all about, with only this season having 1 week of two-a-days, not our typical two, I feel like it's imperative that we go over the basics. But Cokeville will be a great opportunity for us to highlight areas that we need to improve on. So this is definitely a learning tournament. It's a great format to do so. We'll play some fabulous teams. But this is really about, our game plan is to continually learn and see where do we need to go back on the gym the following Monday and work on.
And you talk about learning. You have 7 seniors on your varsity roster this year. Not a lot of them with varsity experience, so this seems like it'll be a good kind of opportunity to evaluate what you have and produce a game plan going forward.
Exactly. We have 2 or 3 kids that have a significant to minimal playtime on varsity last year, and the rest had none. And so we are, even though we have 7 seniors, we are still pretty young with experience, but they're playing really well together. I think they're very athletic, one of the most athletic groups we've had in a long time. And so their pure athleticism sometimes gets them in trouble because we might not do it the right volleyball way, but we can still get it done because of their athleticism. And so hopefully with time and touches, that volleyball skill comes through so we can combine that nicely with their athleticism and produce a nice-looking team.
The one thing that I noticed out here is that all the girls are having fun. It seems like you do a great job with the program. You get girls that come back year after year after year. You mentioned you have a lot of young talent coming up that you're excited to develop. Who is someone that we should keep an eye out for?
Well, with 7 seniors, one of the girls that has significant playtime is Emily Freeland, who's currently a sophomore. So she was a starter last year as a freshman. And we have our JV in our scrimmages are giving us a run for our money. And so they are just playing really well together. They're playing with a lot of energy, and they have a lot of talent. And so I don't know if it's necessarily just one of them. It's just the core group. They play well together, and it will be great for us all season long to have them challenging us day after day, hopefully to prepare us for our opponents.
Going into the Cokeville, you say this is the first tournament of the year. There's not super high expectations. What is ultimately the goal? What needs to happen for you to walk out of there looking at the experience as a success?
That's a great question. As coaches, we have goals that we want to make sure that we fulfill from Cokeville. And we've talked about them as a coaching staff. We also, on Saturday, we're doing team building, and that will be an activity. So we're prepared for a full week or 6 and 7 days prior to Cokeville, what things that they want to make sure. So then now this next coming up week of practice, they can be focusing on how to achieve those goals in Cokeville. We'll regroup the Monday following Cokeville and talk about what goals did we achieve and where did we fall short and what do we need to work on. I'm sure serving and passing will be definite goals that we need to work on. Our serving right now is either all or nothing. We're very, very aggressive, or we're serving it straight hard into the net. So we need to find that consistency, but obviously with time and reps, we'll get that. Same thing with passing. We can go 6 or 7 perfect balls in a row and then do the same with zeros. And so it will be, I'm sure, I'm just predicting what our varsity will decide. It will become more consistent with serving and passing. It will also be each girl, if they're a front row player, focusing on their front row play, and if they're a number of blocks or touches, and if they're a back row player, having some individual goals that how many digs they can get or how many touches on, being able to cross over and be in the right spot at the right time.
Coach Tara Lawler, the volleyball coach, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy week of preparation for Cokeville to speak with us. Anything else you'd like to say before we call it a day?
No, we just really appreciate the support from our community. You guys have been great, and we appreciate the radio station following us. These girls feel incredibly important, and we appreciate that.
Thank you, Coach Lawler, for joining us on today's pregame show. We're about 5 minutes from today's opening serve, and we'll be right back with the starting lineups and the beginning of today's match right after this on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1, the big dog, with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
If you've been thinking about working out but don't know where to start, or have been working out but not seeing the results you wanted, come into Flex Fitness and we will help you find the right program to achieve your fitness goal. A Flex Fitness membership includes a new member orientation that will help you discover your workout personality type so you can achieve your best results. When you know your workout personality type, you'll have quicker recovery times, less injuries, and really start to enjoy your workouts. Flex Fitness, 100 Yellow Creek Road, next to Smith's in Evanston.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
The steel fabrication shop at Ellingford Brothers is available for large and small projects alike. We work with individuals, the public is always welcome, and contractors. We design and build one-of-a-kind projects, plus we fabricate loose parts and heavy equipment, and customize Ford and Dodge pickup truck front bumpers, plus equipment including hitches, trailers, and more. Serving customers since 1936, Ellingford Brothers is reliable, honest, and offers competitive pricing. Call today, 307-789-1515. The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
And welcome back to Cokeville, Wyoming, the Cokeville Auxiliary Gym here at Cokeville High School in Cokeville. Well, we are a few minutes away from the start of this one, and also want to remind you that while you guys are all smiling out there at the excitement of this game, take care of those smiles. Visit Arrowhead Dental Wyoming. That's arrowheaddentalwy.com. Complete family dentistry. To see all their services, visit their website today. That is arrowheaddentalwy.com. We are mere minutes away from the Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance opening serve of the first set and that gives us a great time to kind of go through our starting lineups. First, for the Preston Lady Indians. Number 2, Abby Keller. Number 3, Celise Burnett. Number 7, Hannah Stevenson. Number 11, Drew Despain. Number 12, Sage Meek. Head coach, Cariska Haskell. For the Evanston Red Devils, they're going to be putting Taryn Wagstaff, Caitlin Matheson, Emily Freeland, Rachel Voss, Lauren Ellingford, and Zosha Nowakowski. Nowakowski. Sorry. I am slowly learning that name, Mr. and Mrs. Nowakowski, if you were listening. So we will get that right, I promise. And, of course, they are coached by 19-year head coach Tara Lawler. Talking with a few of the parents and assistant coach Cody Freeland before today's game, and there's some real excitement about this team. They love the fact that they're athletic. They love the fact that they have a lot of potential if they can get the volleyball sense, as we've heard said, figured out. And Coach Lawler said it in the interview. One of the most athletic groups that she's seen in a little bit. As Evanston wrapping up their final warm-ups, and that gives us a good time to go ahead and go to our first break of the set. So we're going to take that break, but when we return, the opening set here on a First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 The Big Dog and mylocalradio.com.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
And welcome back to a First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball here on KNYN 99.1 The Big Dog and video streaming on mylocalradio.com. Minutes away from the Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance opening serve of set 1. Gives us a good chance to kind of recap some things that happened earlier in the day and earlier around the tournament. So, after the first round of pool play, Pool A sits with Alta at 1-0, Cokeville at 1-0, Green River 0-1, and Grace 0-1. Cokeville beat Grace in 4 sets, and Alta swept out Green River in 3. In Pool B, Star Valley took care of Lyman 3-0. You saw that game. You could see that game on mylocalradio.com with Jake Hibbard behind the mic there. And Campbell took care of Bear Lake in 5 sets. So Star Valley 1-0, Campbell County 1-0, Bear Lake 1-0, and Lyman 1-0. And Pool C, as we mentioned, Evanston 1-0, Mountain View now 1-1, Preston 0-1, and Rich 1-1. So this time Evanston's going to come out in different uniforms with the red base with the white numerals and the white stripe on the arm. The libero will be Caitlin Matheson. Waiting to see who will receive the first serve as we are finally ready to get started here in this exciting matchup. The Preston Indians come out with a gray silver type jersey with white numerals and blue on the side. Their libero jersey kind of reverses it. Blue base with a white stripe and white numerals, the white stripe going up the arms and into the shoulder. For Evanston, their libero will be wearing the white jersey with the red numeral. So away we go. Getting ready for the Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance opening serve. Jeff Piper knows insurance. He's also locally owned. Call for a quote at 307-789-5489 or stop by at 341 Front Street in Evanston. Opening serve will go to Preston. Preston is going to put Hannah Stevenson out there to open this up. And here we go. Evanston returns well as Zosha puts it over the net. Here comes Preston. Good block by Voss. Sets up Ellingford. Ellingford as Preston will receive it. Pass over the net by Preston, and it looks like it will be in as it was traveling towards the far side line, and Preston takes the lead 1-0. Here comes the serve from Stevenson. Passed by Taryn Wagstaff over the net. Preston on the charge. Emily Freeland sets over to Ellingford. Preston with the attack. Good stop there by Evanston. Here comes Freeland. Sends it over the net. Popped up high by Preston. Wagstaff to Ellingford. Yes! Ellingford finds the hole on the near side of the net, and Ellingford has her first kill of the game. 1-1 on the physical impact physical therapy scoreboard here in set one. Matheson, the libero, will serve for Evanston. Stevenson sends it back over for Evanston. Good stop by Ellingford. Ellingford now to Freeland. Freeland sends it over. Preston setting up the attack. Preston hits it now over to Evanston. Here comes Ellingford again off of the fingertips of the block of Preston, and it lands on the right side for Evanston to make it 2-0. Another kill for Ellingford. And now here comes Matheson again. Serve number 2. And it's short, so that's going to be a service error for Matheson, number 9. And we're all knotted up at 2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here in set 1. Abby Keller, I've been told she has quite the arm. We're about to see that. Good strong serves received by Freeland. Sets up by Wagstaff over to Zosha. Zosha blocks as Evanston will set up for Ellingford, and she gets it over the net, but it's over the line. So it's 3-2, Preston. Here comes Keller again. Good dig by, Freeland, as the ball travels across the net and out of bounds, and it's 4-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Abby Keller doing a great job leading a 3-point run here. And the set, good dig by Ellingford. Set by Wagstaff. Here comes Zosha, pokes it over the net, bounces off the libero, Maddie Whitehead. And it is a point for Evanston. It is 4-3 Preston in the opening set. Kill by Zosha. So now we'll see Haley Hayes come in. She was quite the weapon in the first game. As she will serve, and that is going to be the first Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus ace. Enter with passion, leave with purpose. And another one, back-to-back aces for Evanston. And Haley Hayes doing a great job here. Hayes with serve number 3. Preston receives. Here comes the attack. Good jump by Taryn Holt. And it looks like that will give Evanston another point, as they will credit her with the block. 4-point run for Evanston. Hayes again. Received by Preston. Here comes the attack. Gets through the block. The combined powers of Ellingford and Stacia Barker could not get that one done. 6-5 here in the early going of set 1. Evanston receives the set. Hayes sets up Ellingford, far side. Received by Preston. Here comes the attack from Preston. And it is off of the hands of one of the Red Devils. I couldn't exactly make out whom. And goes out of bounds. So it is now knotted up at 6 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 2-point run. Served by Preston. Tickles the top of the tape. Good return by Matson. Here comes the beautiful block by Holt. Holt and Barker setting up Ellingford with the kill. Kill number 3 for Lauren Ellingford. And it's 7-6 here in the first set in match number 2 from Cokeville. Ellingford, she'll now serve it up for the Red Devils. Received by Preston. Here we go. Here comes the attack from Preston. Dig is not in time there from Hayes. And it will be a tying point, and it's a tying point on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. All knotted up at 7 here in the first set. They'll play till 25, and you gotta win by 2. Should this go to a 5th set, then they'll only play to 15. It's best 3 out of 5. Here comes the serve from Preston. Good response by Matson. Set by Hayes. Here comes Freeland. And it is blocked high, or received high by Preston. On the attack, good block with Holt and Barker. But Freeland can't get the attack to go as it travels across the top of the net and not on the right side. So it is now 8-7. For Preston. It's hard to make out the number there for the Preston server, but received well by Evanston. Here comes Freeland, finds the hole as it bounces off the hands of number 2, Abby Keller, and that'll give Freeland her first kill of the match. All knotted up at 8, and now here comes Stacia Barker, the author of our Dr. McKay Franco Precision play of the game in the first game against Rich when she got a service ace to end set 2. And that one was a good one. It's not quite an ace. It's about 2 Indians touched it, but they put it right out of bounds. 9-8 for the Red Devils on a 2-point run. Here comes Barker again. Received well by Preston. Set wide and a beautiful block by Holt and Voss. Makes it 10-8, a 3-point run now for Evanston. Here comes Stacia again, and that one travels to the near side. Received by Preston. Preston passes it. There's Ellingford to set it. Here comes Freeland, pokes it over, and now number 2, Abby Keller, sets up the pass over to number 15, Haley Winward, who gets the kill to end the run for Evanston. 9-10. Evanston leads it on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here on KNYN 99.1, the big dog, and mylocalradio.com. Here comes Freeland, punched out of the air by Evanston. Good pass over to Hayes. Freeland again tries to find the hole, and Evanston will have to wait as Preston will receive. Over to Hayes, sets up Freeland, and that's not going to work out there. Good receive there by Olivia Martin. Martland now over to Holt, and they're going to get, that's Voss. They're going to get Voss, I believe, for running into the net, and it's 10-10. on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Set 1, game 2 in pool play for the Evanston Red Devils. Here comes the serve from number 11. That is Drew Despain. Here comes Ellingford, and she will get the kill. Kill number 4 for Lauren Ellingford, and they'll retake the lead. It is 11-10 here in the first set. Opening going, and Evanston and Preston going back and forth, back and forth. Preston's only game in the tournament, and as far as I know in this season, was a 5-set heartbreaker to Mountain View. Mountain View just lost 5 to Rich. Here comes the serve from Taryn Wagstaff, and Preston hits right into that Evanston block with Voss and Zosha. (12-10) Evanston. And Ellingford, I believe, with the serve there, gets the error. So Preston will get back within 1. And this one received well. Here comes Zosha, tipped it over. A little tip tap over the net from the left side, and that is going to be a kill for Zosha Nowakowski. Her second of the game. It is 13-11. Evanston now will turn it over to, can't make out that number, give me 1 second. Number 29, that's Taylor Peterson. On the serve for Evanston, blocked by Evanston, and it looks like they're going to get an Evanston player. I believe it was Rachel Voss for running into the net, and it is now I'm sorry, they will get a Preston player for running into the net. 14-11 here in the opening set. Peterson with the serve. Good set by Ellingford. Sets up Voss. Voss spikes it onto the hands of Maddie Whitehead. A diving Preston Indian tries to get it, but it goes out of bounds, and it is 15-11. Voss with kill number 1. Serve by Peterson, and that goes out of bounds. So service error for Peterson. And it's 15-12, ending a 3-point run there for Evanston. 15-12 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here in the first set. And now the set serve from Preston, but there to reject it, it looked like was Rachel Voss, and she's got another kill. Here comes Matson, Caitlin Matson, the libero, number 9, in the white jersey to serve. Received by Abby Keller, and that will go right off of the hands of Wagstaff. Matson tried to save it, but it goes off of Matson and out of bounds, and it is now 16-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here in set 1. Abby Keller with the serve for Preston. Received by Freeland, sets up to Zosha. Zosha just jumps and pops it up, finds the hole, and that's another kill for Zosha Nowakowski. 3 kills for Zosha in this game so far. Coming in will be Hayes. Zosha comes out after getting the kill. Haley Hayes. With 2 aces in the game so far. First serve is off of Whitehead. Keller responds going into the net. And that is another point for Evanston. It's 17-13, a 2-point run right now. Sorry, 18-13. Timeout called. We're going to take a quick one. We'll be right back here on KNYN 99.1, The Big Dog, and mylocalradio.com.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty. where legendary customer service is not a myth.
And welcome back to Cokeville Auxiliary Gymnasium. 18-13 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard in set one. Evanston in the lead. Haley Hayes is going to take over serving for Evanston. She's got 2 aces so far, and she was a major weapon in the first one. Hayes delivers. Received by Whitehead for Preston. Preston on the attack, shoots this one. Looks like the block from Evanston got some hands on it. Hayes sets up Ellingford, who pokes it over. And now Whitehead will set it up for Abby Keller. Good response by Hayes for Evanston. Here in the poke over by Ellingford. Works out just so. And now it is 19-13 Evanston. A 4-point run for the Red Devils right now. Ellingford with another kill. That is 5 in this one. As Hayes will serve, received by Whitehead. Here comes Preston. Good stop there by Stacia Barker, who kind of one-hands it over the net. Another attack by Preston off of the arms of Hayes, and it goes out of bounds. And that'll end a 4-point run. It is now 19-14, set one on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And now the libero, Maddie Whitehead, to serve for Preston. Received well by Matson. Stacia Barker off of the block of Preston, but somehow Preston works it over there off of the hand of Haley Hayes, and it goes out of bounds. Number 15, Taryn Holt tried to save that, but it didn't work out there. And it is now 19-15 Evanston on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Here comes Ellingford. Ellingford into the block of Preston. And number 15, Haley Windward with the block. Or was in on the block. And it is 19-16. Evanston, and now a serve received well by Evanston, but it was short. Hayes tried to rush in there to save it, and it didn't work out there very well. And they're going to take another timeout, and we're going to do the same. It is 19-17 here in the first set on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. You're listening to a First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball on 99.1 KNYN, The Big Dog, and MyLocalRadio.com.
A pass to the Evanston Rec Center gives you access to 3 amazing weight rooms. As a serious weightlifter, you can accomplish all your goals of bulking and maximizing with our complete lines of Precor, Hoist, and Troy free weight equipment. If your weightlifting is more focused on firming, toning, core, and muscle strength, then you'll enjoy the Cybex equipment weight room. Don't wait another minute to reach your weight training goals. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Rec Center. Stop in today, 275 Saddle Ridge Road.
And we are back here in Cokeville. Game number 2 in pool play for Evanston. They currently lead Preston 19-17. Maddie Whitehead, serves, received well by Ellingford, set up by Hayes. Here comes Ellingford again. Does she find the line? Yeah, they're going to reward it to her, yes. So Ellingford gets another kill. And it's 20-17 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard in set 1. Evanston in the lead. Big game for Evanston as Ellingford delivers the serve, and that is going to be a Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus ace. Enter with passion, leave with purpose, and I really can't think of a better sponsor for aces as that now makes it 21-17. Evanston, and another good serve by Ellingford. Not quite an ace as there was a contact, but Ellingford is looking very, very strong right now. 22-17. Preston sets up. Here they come. Ellingford with the stop, but she deflects it out of bounds, so it will be a point for Preston. 22-18 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here in set 1. Evanston right now being led by Lauren Ellingford with 6 kills. Great performance by her so far in this matchup. The serve from Sage Meek has responded well by Evanston. Hit hard by Freeland. Whitehead serves it, responds for Preston. Hayes Sets up to Holt. Holt just bats it over the net. And now here comes the attack from Preston, and it goes into the Evanston block, but they can't get enough hand on it to keep it from being a point. It is now 22-19 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here in set 1. 2-point run for Preston. Here comes the serve again from Meek. Received by Evanston. Ellingford sends it over the net. Whitehead sets up to Preston, and a good block by Evanston. Here comes Taryn Holt trying to find the weak spot, but Preston will respond well. The attack by Preston received by the Red Devils. Here comes Freeland. Freeland sends it over the net. Poke serve is barely off of the top of the net, but good response by Evanston, but they get the next touch to send it out of bounds, and they can't quite catch it. It is now 22-20 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, Evanston. Sage Meek leading this run. Response by Freeland. Hayes sets up Ellingford, and a good stop there by Meek for the Indians. Hayes over to Freeland. Freeland just gets it over the net, and now here comes the attack from Preston. Good athletic move there by Taryn Holt, but they called the play dead. She may have run into the net, and it is now 22-21, a 4-point run on the serve of Sage Meek. Here we go again, and that is going to be outside the line, a service error for Sage Meek. And now Evanston 2 points away from taking this first set. 23-21 Devils on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Taryn Wagstaff with the serve. Freeland sends it back over the net. Whitehead sends it over for Preston. Set up by Hayes. Here comes Freeland, just a tap over. A good response there for Preston. Here we go again. Stacia Barker. Oh, and a miscommunication between Ellingford and Freeland results in the ball dropping right in front of both of them in no man's land. And it's 23-22 here in set 1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Number 11 for Preston serving, and she serves right into the net. That's Drew Despain. And now Evanston will turn the ball over to Taryn Wagstaff on the first set point. Trying to come out on top here. Take a 1-0 lead. Here goes. Wagstaff serves. Response well by the Indians. No, good attack by the Indians. Now here comes the Red Devils. Freeland just bops it over the net, near side, down it goes, and it's 25-22 is the score here on the first set. 25-22 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. That will end the second set. So we'll be right back with the second set right after this on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN FM 99.1 The Big Dog, with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
History from the gangsters of the past like Babyface Nelson, Pretty Boy Floyd, and Bonnie and Clyde are at the Legal Tender restaurant located inside the Best Western Dunmar Inn. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the motel. During his FBI career, Dub worked with many other famous agents like Elliot Ness and Sam Calley to take the criminals down. From the names on the menu to the nostalgia on the walls, notorious figures from the 1920s are all around. Come and enjoy a delicious meal surrounded by history today at the Legal Tender restaurant, 1601 Harrison Drive, Evanston.
And welcome back to a First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball. Evanston just took set 1, 25-22, and they did it on the back of Lauren Allingford with 6 kills. Zosha Nowakowski had 3, and Rachel Voss with 2. Blocks, it's Emily Freeland who's got 2 blocks as well. And the aces have been coming from Lauren Allingford and Haley Hayes, each of them having 2. The Red Devils will get the opening serve for this one. And as the clock, as you can see on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, 45 seconds away from the opening serve left in the timeout. Now that we have Preston closer to us, for those of you not watching on mylocalradio.com, we might be able to see the numbers a little bit better and possibly get an idea of the names and the faces of this Preston team. Evanston wins it 25-22. So now you look at what that could mean, and Evanston is now the only team, well, a little early to say it maybe, but Evanston looks like they're playing really well, and they have not dropped a set in this tournament yet. They won 3-0 over Rich. And then now they're up 1-0, and Evanston likes to keep it exciting. Biggest victory so far in the sets this tournament is that 25-17 in set 2 over Rich. So now we'll see Caitlin Matheson to serve for Evanston, and we're underway here in set 2. Response by Whitehead. Here comes the Indians, and number 12, Sage Meek, gets the kill on that near side for Preston. 1-0 Preston here in the second set. Number 11, Drew Despain with the serve for Preston. Oh, and it looks like as Evanston was about to rebound well and return that serve, they're going to call Stacia Barker with a double hit, and it's 2-0. Receiver served by Evanston. Zosha hits right into the block of Preston, and it's 3-0 here in the second set on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Haley Hayes is going to check in. Nope. Correction. They will take away that point and give it to Evanston. It's 2-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Hayes, 2 aces, and first one goes right into the net. So will get her first air, and it's 3-1. Now it'll bring up Sage Meek. Meek for the Indians. Serves this one, received well by Evanston. Hayes sets up Taryn Holt, but she can't get it over the net. And that'll be another point for Preston. A 4-1 start for the Indians. Sage Meek delivers the serve, and that one will go outside the line for a service error. Evanston trails by 2. Lauren Ellingford going to try to change that. Received by Whitehead for the Indians. Sets up for Preston with the attack. Good response by Masson. Hayes sets up Ellingford. Ellingford with the light touch over the hands of the block, but Preston receives it well, but they can't control it from there as it'll go out of bounds, and Evanston will pick up the point. 4-3, Preston on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Here in set number 2, Ellingford serves again, and a good response by Whitehead into the net, but a great team response by Preston. Sets up the attack by Evanston. Ellingford, sorry, that is Emily Freeland with the hit, and it goes off of a Preston player and out of bounds. So Freeland ties it up 4-all. Here comes Ellingford again. Ellingford responds well by Haley Meek. Here comes Preston, received by Evanston. Hayes sets up Ellingford. Ellingford hits hard, but hits a little too hard as it'll bounce off the back wall. And it's 5-4 Preston. All right. Maddie Whitehead. Service for the Indians. Received well by Evanston, but it causes Hayes to chase it almost out of bounds for the Red Devils, and she can't get a hold of it, and it's 6-4 Preston. Whitehead with the serve, received by Matson, set by Hayes. Here comes Stacia Barker, hits right into the block of Preston. Hayes chases it down, sends it over to Ellingford. Ellingford passes over the net, and now Preston resets. Whitehead keeps it alive for Preston, sets up to Taryn Holt. Good dig by Meek for the Indians. Freeland tries to chase it out of bounds. Hit low, good dive by Taryn Holt to try to keep it alive, but it sails out of bounds from there. 7-4 Preston here in the second set on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Served by Whitehead. Received by Ellingford. Here comes Freeland. Good receive by Preston. So Hayes will set up, try to go Ellingford again. Meek puts that one into the rafters. It bounces down much too quickly for Maddie Whitehead, and it is now 7-5. Evanston will turn it over to Stacia Barker for the serve. Response by Preston. Sends it back over to Evanston. Here comes Ellingford, who just sends it over to Freeland. Freeland passes it over the net. Here comes Meek for Preston, off of the hands of Stacia Barker and out of bounds. And it is now 5-8. So there's Sage Meek and Haley Meek for Preston, as we'll see Abby Keller to serve for the Indians. Keller with the serve. And good dig by Evanston. Emily Freeland sends it over, finds the hole, and another kill for Emily Freeland. 8-6. Evanston trails by 2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And now we will see Taryn Wagstaff serve for Evanston. Here we go. Received by Whitehead for Preston. Sets up to one of the Meek sisters, and number 15 hits it into the Evanston block, but Haley Meek is there to slap it over the net and catch Evanston a little bit off guard, and it is now 9-6 here in the second set. Preston leads it. And now Haley Meeks will serve. Meeks received well by Freeland. Set by Wagstaff. Abby Keller tries to chase it down, but she can't, and Preston will succeed the point, and Evanston will now take a point back, and it's now a 2-point game. Evanston trails by 2, 9-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard in set 2. Evanston does lead. Taylor Peterson to serve for Evanston. And it looked like they were trying to get a substitution for Evanston. Substitution for Preston. They bring out Haley Meek and bring in Drew Despain. And now Peterson will get a chance to serve. 9-7, Preston here in the second set, received by Keller. Here comes Sage Meek. Here comes the setup by Evanston. Ellingford tried to find the line, and she will. Oh, nope. Timeout. No timeout being called. I can't tell what hand signal the referee is making, but first the point was awarded to Preston. Evanston said no, it was off the hand, and then they conferred and did agree that the point did go to Evanston. So it is 9-8 here in the second set. Peterson with the serve, response by Keller. Chasing it out of bounds is Sage Meek, and she bops it into the stands. And now it is all knotted up at 9, a 3-point run for Evanston. Here in set 2. Taylor Peterson with the serve. And it goes into the net. So now Evanston back on the bottom of this one. 10-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And to serve will be Haley Winward. Response well by Evanston. Zosha goes high and hits it hard, and it is now a tie volleyball game. All knotted up at 10. Zosha got some air and just slammed it down, found the hole, and that is kill number 4 for Zosha Nowakowski. Caitlin Matson to serve for the Devils, as there's a setup well by Preston, passes over to Evanston. Ellingford bops it over the net, trying to do a light tap is Preston. Response well by Evanston, but Preston will find the far side empty and get a point and take Evanston back down 10-11, the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Zosha on the response, tried to get it in there, but her timing's just a little bit off, and it's into the net. And it's 12-10, a 2-point run for the Indians. Number 7, Hannah Stevenson serves for Preston. And the response for our Evanston is good, and Ellingford tries to send it over the net, but the Preston block is right there to deny her. 4-point run, Stevenson serves. Set up for Stacia Barker. Barker finds empty space in the near side corner, and Barker will get a kill. 13-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston trails by 2 here in set 2. They won set 1. And now Haley Hayes to serve again. Haley Hayes, 2 aces, 1 error on her serving today. Received by Whitehead. Here comes Sage Meek, who tries to put it in, but it will cross the line, and Evanston will get the point. 1-point game, 13-12 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Haley Hayes, once again, serves for Evanston. Whitehead with the response. Here comes Sage Meek, tries to just tap it over, but Stacia Barker is there to get the block, and it is all knotted up. Hayes, 3-point run for Evanston, serves. Diving to dig it out is Whitehead. Passed over by Preston. Stacia Barker hits it. Good response by Preston as they'll pass it right back to Evanston. Matson now to Hayes to Ellingford. Ellingford just taps it in there, and it bounces off of the hands of a Preston Indian, off of the net and onto the ground. And it is 14-13. Evanston has the lead for the first time in a while. 4-point run for Evanston. And it's Haley Hayes who's making it happen right now until she serves it into the net. And that is her second error of the game. And it is all knotted up at 14. Back and forth affair here in game 2 of the Cokeville Invitational for the Evanston Red Devils. And the serve by Sage Meek. And that is off of Stacia Barker's arms. Excuse me, that is Emily Freeland. And it goes out of bounds. 15-14, Preston. On the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Sage Meeks with the delivery. Matson with the receive. Here comes Ellingford, who just sends it over the net. Pass by Evanston. Haley Meeks sends it over. Now here comes Taryn Holt, tries to find the far corner, and she doesn't, but a Preston Indian touched it, and it's 15-all. Ellingford now to do the serves for Evanston. Received well by Sage Meek. Sent across by Whitehead. Here comes Freeland. Freeland trying to get the point and finds nobody guarding the far side corner, and it will be another kill for Emily Freeland, putting Evanston up by 1, 15-16 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Ellingford with the serve. Haley Meek hammers it down hard for Preston, and that'll end the run, and we're back to being knotted up at 16. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Maddie Whitehead, for Preston with the serve. Response by Freeland. Set up to Barker. Barker sends it now over. Response by Preston. Whitehead passes it over. Matheson for Evanston. Hayes sets up Emily Freeland. Freeland, good receive by Sage Meek. Pass to Haley Meek, who sends it into the net, and Evanston takes a 1-point lead. 17-16 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Set 2, Evanston leads it 1-0. And now Barker with the serve. Sage Meek deflects it into the rafters, and it comes down too fast for anyone else to catch it. It's 18-16 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Set number 2. Service received by Sage Meek, sent back over by Whitehead. Ellingford now to Hayes. Hayes to Ellingford, blocked by Windward, and that is going to make it 18-17 Evanston, as Windward will pick up the point. Windward with 3 blocks in this one so far, and now Abby Keller will serve. Keller for the Indians. And here it goes. Off the top of the tape, good response by Evanston. Freeland sends it back over. Response by Sage Meek. Over to Haley Meek. Haley Meek. Response by Ellingford to Emily Freeland. Freeland, she find the line? Yes! It traveled right on the line, and Evanston will pick up the point. 19-17. And Emily Freeland, 7 kills in the match today. Ellingford also there as well with. And now Taryn Wagstaff for the serve for Evanston. Dug up by Keller, and the block by Hannah Stevenson barely falls over in front of Rachel Voss, and it is now 19-18 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Set 2. Haley Meek with the serve. Here comes Freeland. Freeland finds the corner empty, and it is now 20-18. Emily Freeland really catching fire here in this second set. Now it'll bring up Taylor Peterson, having a bit of a rough time serving today, has 2 errors. And she serves that one into the net, and it's 20-19. Emily Freeland will come in. And now Windward. Haley Windward to serve for the Indians. Received by Ellingford for Evanston. Ellingford on the outside hit. Received by Haley Meek. Windward to Sage Meek. Now Evanston gets it. Set over to Zosha. Zosha, hard hit blocked by Preston. And Olivia Johnson will send it back over. Olivia Martin, excuse me. Ellingford trying to find the corner. A diving Haley Meek will stop it. Sage Meek slaps it over the net. Wagstaff over to Ellingford. Ellingford just pokes it over the net, and now Preston will pass it right back. Freeland set up as Voss will just kind of bat it over the net. Block by Evanston, working very well so far. Here comes Sage Meek, hit hard, blocked by Rachel Voss, and it is 21-19. Evanston starting to take off a little bit here. Voss with her 3rd block of the game.
There's an easy way to get a 10-day free pass to Flex Fitness. Log on to the Evanston sports pages at mylocalradio.com and click on the Flex Fitness logo. This is Mike Gatewood, co-owner of Flex Fitness in Evanston. When you click on the Flex Fitness logo displayed on the Evanston sports pages at mylocalradio.com, we'll give you a 10-day free pass to work out here at Flex Fitness. Log on right now and get your 10-day free pass to Flex Fitness. Click on Flex Fitness on the Evanston sports pages at mylocalradio.com and come check us out.
And we welcome you back to KNYN 99.1's coverage of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball. Want to apologize for that technical difficulties. We had a network issue, and hopefully everything sounds good there. Preston Bush, our producer, helping us out big time. So, yeah, we're going to get back on here. So we pick it up here in the third set. It is 17-13 Evanston, and it looks like Hayes getting ready to serve. The down officials meeting at the scorer's table. So now we're ready to go as the whistle is blown. Want to apologize. We have not been able to keep stats during the time we were trying to straighten out those technical difficulties. So for this set, we don't really have anything, but we can tell you right there, Lauren Ellingford tried to dig that one out, but it wasn't quite successful. 17-13, Evanston. Hayes sets it up, swinging and a miss by Barker, and it is now 17-15. So here comes Evanston. And Barker tried to chase that one down, but it just falls a little short. 17-16. Evanston, I believe, in the third set. Whitehead with the ace. That is a Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus ace. Enter with passion, lead with purpose. So hopefully Evanston can work their way back. Tied at 17 off of the hands of Matson. Hayes tries to dive for it, but it didn't quite work out. Timeout on the floor, so we will take one as well. It is all knotted up, or sorry, it is 17-18. Evanston trails here on a first make presentation of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1, the Big Dog, and video streaming on mylocalradio.com.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
And welcome back to Cokeville. 18-17, Preston leads this one here in the third set. Evanston leads it 2-0. Whitehead with the serve. Hayes receive over to Ellingford. Ellingford can't quite get that one to work. Here comes Whitehead with the pass. Haley Meek blocked by Stacia Barker, and according to our records, that is the second block. I will check with someone who's been able to keep stats throughout that dead time to make sure we're accurate there, but it is 18-18, and that could be a candidate for our Dr. McKay Frankum precision play of the game. Haley Meek dug up by Matson, sent over by Freeland, blocked by Windward. Windward on the spike, blocked by Taryn Holt and Barker. Here comes Freeland. Freeland slaps it across the net, delivered by Abby Keller. Matson for the Red Devils, and now Barker sends it over the net. Here comes the Windward, and they're going to get an Evanston player for running into the net, and it's 19-18. Preston here in the third set. Sage Meek will do the serving now. Received by Masson, set up by Hayes. Here we go. And Freeland gets a fingertip off of Preston, and we're knotted up at 19. Here comes Stacia Barker to serve. Barker, Whitehead with the receive. And a good play there by Hannah Stevenson to put it over the net, and Preston will take a 20-19 lead here in the third set. Out there for Evanston, the back row. It's Ellingford, Freeland, and Olivia Martin. Front row, Hayes, Voss, and Holt. Now here comes Ellingford, who bops it over the net, tries to find the light touch, but Voss does, just kind of puts it over the net. And Rachel Voss with, according to my stat sheet, a 4th kill, and it's all knotted up at 20 here in the third set. And now Taryn Wagstaff with the serve for Evanston. Sage Meek with the response. Abby Keller for Preston, sends it over the net as Voss digs it up. Ellingford sends it across. Sage Meek with the setup. Abby Keller finds the corner. Olivia Martin thought it might have gone out, but Keller with the kill. And it's 21-20 Preston here in the third set. Windward with the serve. There's Stacia, who they're going to get her with running into the net. Looks like she tried to dive to get out of the way, but it is now 22-20. 3 points away for Preston. Windward with the serve. Stacia with the receive, set up by Wagstaff, sent over by Freeland. Here comes Keller again. This time, she finds it fair. And Voss saying, yeah, it did come off of my hand. So it's now 23-20 Preston here in the third set. Windward with the serve. Received well by Martin. Ellingford sends it over. Set up for Keller again. Diving dig by Olivia Martin. And it's now 24-20. Preston currently 1 set point away from taking the first set from Evanston in this tournament. Windward. Serve is short, deflected by Zosha. Zosha off the pass from Freeland. Pops it into the net, and that will make it 25-20. The third set is over, so Evanston leads it 2-1. We'll be right back with the fourth set on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 The Big Dog and mylocalradio.com.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling.
When you run a farm or ranch, you understand how important water is when it comes to your animals. Not only does it matter for the overall health of your animals, but it directly ties to your bottom line. Ellingford Brothers sells cement water troughs and custom-built critter ladders, culverts, head gates, and septic tanks. See how Ellingford Brothers can help you with water options for your farm or ranch. Call today, 307-789-1515. That's 789-1515. The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
What do you do when you lose a tooth? put it under your pillow? Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
And welcome back to Cokeville High School, the auxiliary gym. Opening day of the Cokeville Invitational. Evanston 1-0 here in pool play, but they currently lost the third set, but they go into the fourth set up 2-1. They won the first set and the second set, and then just recently lost 25-20 here in the third set. So set number 4. We're moments away from the Jeff Piper opening serve. Jeff Piper, Farmers Insurance. Locally owned, Jeff Knows Insurance. Call for a quote at 307-789-5489 or stop by at 341 Front Street in Evanston. Also brought to you in part by The Littlest Wood Shop. Visit thelittlestwoodshop.com for life, home, family decor, vinyl cutouts, both customizable and pre-made. A great site for the craft lover close to your heart. So we're waiting up, and the scoreboard just went black, so we could be, yeah. Dan Hubbard, broadcaster for Preston, just said the easiest way to reset an electronic piece of equipment is turn it off and hope it comes back on. Evanston, we have experienced that today with the technical difficulties we experienced. Right after this matchup, the Evanston JV team will take on the Mountain View JV team, so that will be right after we're done here. According to the stats we were able to keep, we were a little preoccupied during the end of set number 3 and most number 4. Emily Freeland, 7 kills. Lauren Ellingford, 7. Zosha Nowakowski, 4. And 2 aces for Haley Hayes and Lauren Ellingford. Interesting situation we got here on the scoreboard. It's kind of blinking on and off. It just read the score was 20-98. The bad news is that the 98 was on the Preston side of the board. They're gonna take a minute to figure this out. So we are going to take a quick break. We'll be right back on this first bake presentation of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1, The Big Dog, and live video streaming on mylocalradio.com.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Franklin. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome.
There's an easy way to get a 10-day free pass to Flex Fitness. Log on to the Evanston sports pages at mylocalradio.com and click on the Flex Fitness logo. This is Mike Gatewood, co-owner of Flex Fitness in Evanston. When you click on the Flex Fitness logo displayed on the Evanston sports pages at mylocalradio.com, we'll give you a 10-day free pass to work out here at Flex Fitness. Log on right now and get your 10-day free pass to Flex Fitness. Click on Flex Fitness on the Evanston sports pages at mylocalradio.com and come check us out.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
Super kids deserve super care. Experience the difference with board-certified pediatricians Alan Brown, MD, and Berg Gilmartin, MD, at Uinta Medical Group. Whether it's tracking your child's overall health at Well Child Checks or helping your little ones feel better when they're sick, Dr. Brown and Dr. Gilmartin are here to help your child grow, learn, and thrive. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Brown or Dr. Gilmartin by calling 307-789-WELL 9355 or visit evanstonanytime.com.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
It's important to feel like you belong. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we understand the value of connection. When you become a member, you join our family. You become an owner of a not-for-profit financial organization, and your success becomes our success. We give back to our members by offering lower loan rates, fewer fees, higher yields, and more products and services. Become a member of Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today, and let's work together to reach your financial goals. We're a caring partner here for you. Member NCUA.
And welcome back to a First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball. We are still experiencing some technical difficulties with the scoreboard. Currently it reads 124 to 112. I don't think there's been that many points scored in the entire tournament so far. Now the scoreboard goes off, so we'll see if we have anything more. Want to apologize for the production issues that we had when we had that technical difficulty over here. We tried to get as many of those ads in as possible. So they are still waiting to see what happens. Do not know what's going on with the scoreboard. The chair official is just walking out to her spot. We will see if the scoreboard becomes a thing. I think they're ready to just play the old-fashioned way. Keep score the old-fashioned way. Well, on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, it is 2-1, Evanston out in front. So we'll have to see what happens. Number 6 for the Preston Indians, Emily Longhurst, putting on a show over here, doing flips and somersaults along the side. And I think the coach might have said, knock it off. I don't want you to get hurt. So we are still waiting. We're going to go ahead and take one more ad break. So we will be right back after this on a First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 The Big Dog, with live video streaming on mylocalradio.com.
When you run a farm or ranch, you understand how important water is when it comes to your animals. Not only does it matter for the overall health of your animals, but it directly ties to your bottom line. Ellingford Brothers sells cement water troughs and custom-built critter ladders, culverts, head gates, and septic tanks. See how Ellingford Brothers can help you with water options for your farm or ranch. Call today, 307-789-1515. That's 789-1515. The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come on in Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come on in Hotel and Suites, Casper.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes for the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
And welcome back to First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 and mylocalradio.com. They got started without the scoreboard working, but Evanston did get the first point here in the 4th set. And just as I say that, Preston evens it up, and it's 1-1. All right, now Hannah Stevenson to do the serve for Preston. And here we go. Received by Matson, but it goes out of bounds. 2-1 Preston. And Preston now on a 2-0 run. And the serve by Preston. Response, well, here comes Ellingford. Ellingford to Meek. Sends over Windward. Ellingford going to try to poke it just over Windward's hands, but she pokes it right back. Whitehead. Sage Meek blocked by Evanston. Good recovery by Ellingford. Ellingford outside to try to spike it, and it goes into the net, and it is 3-1. Hannah Stevenson leading a 3-point run here for the Indians. And Zosha tries to hit it hard, timing is a little off, and it's into the net. 4-1 Preston. Here in the 4th set, it is 2-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston leads 2-1, but the set score is 4-1 as Preston is trying to get the pass over to Evanston. They will. Matson over to Freeland. Matson now just passes it over the net. And there's Ellingford trying to slap it down. Good stop there by Haley Meek. Sage Meek is going to try to get the far corner, but it's outside. And that ends the run. 4-2 here on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston trails. The Indians leading it. And now Haley Hayes will come in. Quite the tournament for her. According to our stats, we've had 2 aces from her in this match. Good receive by Haley Meek. Sage Meek pokes it over. Chased down by Freeland. Hayes sets it up high. Matson will just simply send it over. Dig by Haley Meek. Sage Meek going to try for the attack. Good stop by Freeland. Set Hayes. Here comes Ellingford trying to find the corner. Into the rafters goes Meek. Whitehead, though, is there to receive it. Blocked. Sage Meek tries to go, and it is blocked by Taryn Holtz. Makes it 4-3, Preston. Taryn Holtz with her 2nd block of the game. And now Hayes will deliver the serve. Whitehead with the receive. Blocked by Evanston. Holtz and Barker both in on the block, and we're all knotted up at 4. Keep in mind, these are all unofficial scores because we don't have the official scoreboard up. So according to my count, it is knotted up at 4. And number 6, Emily Longhurst can't get that one across the net. And I believe Evanston in the middle of a 4-point run, and we do have the scoreboard back, and it is 5-4 Evanston We'll know for sure in a second. Set up well. Here comes Sage Meek. Freeland with the dig. Passed over by Ellingford. Sage Meek again. Freeland pops it up. Here comes Taryn Holt. Tries to slam it down there, but it's not going to happen. Longhurst keeping it alive for Preston. Here comes Hayes. Hayes to Emily Freeland, who sends it over, but Preston will just send it over on the first tap, and it'll be 5-5. Sage Meek to do the serve for Preston. And here we go. That one is going to be outside the line, and Sage Meek gets saddled with the error. According to our count, my count, the third of the match for her, and it's 6-5 Evanston. Ellingford now to do the service for the Red Devils. Received by Preston. Haley Meek blocked by the Red Devils, but it's out of bounds, and it will be a knotted up point for Preston. Sorry. And now here comes Maddie Whitehead, the libero, number 5, received by Ellingford, popped up by Hayes. Here's Freeland, received by the Red Devils. Longhurst sends it over the net. Now here comes the Red Devils, sent by Ellingford. Windward tries to get the better of Freeland. Freeland just pops it up. And Holt will send it over the net, but with her hand behind the neck, and it looks like they will reward the point to Evanston. 7-6 is Longhurst might have bumped into the net. Barker with the serve for Evanston. Here comes Haley Meek, blocked by Evanston. Voss and Holt becoming a tandem today, as Voss has four blocks. And the serve will go right into the net for Evanston, and it's 8-7. Evanston here in the fourth set. Evanston leads it 2-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Abby Keller to serve for Preston. Diving stop by Emily Freeland, but it goes out of bounds. And we're knotted up at 8. Keller with the serve. Hayes chases it down. Ellingford sends it over. Response by Sage Meek. Popped over by Haley Meek. Haley Meek up at the net again from the Evanston response. Here comes Emily Freeland, and it finds the back corner. 9-8 Evanston. Emily Freeland. My goodness. I believe that, according to my count, that's 7 kills, but then again, we were not keeping stats during most of that third set because of our technical difficulties. So we will right that ship before we get there. Get to the postgame. Wagstaff serves. Response by Preston as they put it right at the feet of Olivia Martin. 9-all here, as Haley Meek will do the serving for Preston. There it is, dug up by Freeland. Zosha tries to get it, and the whistle's blown, and they're going to call it number 5, Maddie Whitehead, into the net. And it's 10-9 Evanston. Taylor Peterson to do the serve for the Red Devils. And here it comes. Received by Haley Meek. Set up to Sage Meek, who tries to hit it hard. Good stop there by Ellingford. Here comes Zosha. Zosha received by Haley Meek for Preston. Windward sends it deep. Good dig there by Evanston, as Preston will respond with the attack. Evanston bats it into the net, and it's all knotted up at 10. So now here comes 15, Haley Windward with the serve. Received by Evanston. Set by Wagstaff, and Ellingford will send it right back down. 11-10 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston leads it in the set, and they also lead the set game 2-1 here in Cokeville. First round, things are going pretty good for them. It'll be Matson, the libero, who serves it. Great job there by Preston, specifically Sage Meek, but Freeland serves it into the block of Preston. It goes off of the hands of one of the Preston defenders, and it is now 12-10. Emily Freeland with another kill. And now here comes Matson with the serve again. Here comes Preston, dug up by Keller, but it goes out of bounds, and now Evanston takes a 13-10 lead. 3-point run for the Red Devils as Matson will do it again. And that one into the net. So it's now 13-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils leading it 2-1. Hannah Stevenson with the serve. Response well by Evanston, batted over by Ellingford. Stevenson responds. Sage Meek bats it over the net, and it is off of the hand of Taryn Wagstaff and out of bounds. It is now 13-12 Evanston on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Stevenson with the serve. Response by Freeland. Barker just puts it over the net, tries to find a hole. Good dig by Haley Freeland, and Preston will respond by putting it right over the net, over the outstretched hands of Lauren Ellingford. 13-all here in the fourth set. Stevenson, serve is shallow. Ellingford bouts it over the net. Whitehead there to respond. And now Evanston will get their chance to attack. Light tap by Ellingford, and the diving Stevenson can't catch it up. And it is now 14-13. Great touch there by Lauren Ellingford, who just kind of finessed it just over the net. And things have gotten very still and very quiet. And they will get a sub. So Zosha's coming out, and so too will Wagstaff. Coming in is Hayes and Taryn Holtz. 14-13. Hayes, a great server today. Serve is received by Whitehead. There goes Longhurst, who puts it out of bounds, and it's 15-13. Evanston starting to go here. Hayes with the serve. And now responded by Whitehead. Longhurst tries to hit the far corner, and she'll do just that. It's 15-14. Excuse me, that was Celise Burnett. And now Sage Meek on to do the serving for Preston. Down by 1. 15-14 is Preston. Evanston leads by 1. Hayes sets up over to Ellingford. Ellingford, good dig by Haley Meek. Whitehead is there to clean it up. Batted over the line by Burnett. Here comes the Red Devils, and Stacia Barker runs up to the net, sees the empty corner, and puts it right back in there. Stacia Barker with her second kill of the game. 16-14 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here in set number 4. Ellingford with the serve, response by Whitehead for the Indians. Sage Meek passes it over. Here comes Emily Freeland with a monster spike and a candidate for the Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game. Puts them up 17-14. Timeout called. We're going to take one as well. 17-14. Evanston Red Devils lead it 2-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back after this on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 The Big Dog and mylocalradio.com.
The brain needs to be fed just like the rest of the body. It's a fact that students learn more and get better grades when they're not hungry at school. This is Linda Martin, Food Service Director at Uintah County School District Number 1. We invite every student to eat school lunch every day. Our food service staff works hard to provide delicious meals that are healthy and delivered quickly to ensure our students are getting what they need to maximize learning throughout the day.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
And welcome back to live action here in Cokeville. Round 1 of the Cokeville Invitational pool play. Evanston currently 1-0, and they have a chance to become the only team at 2-0 coming out of the second match. They currently lead set 4, 17-14, and lead it 2-1. Ellingford has had a game, 8 kills and 3 blocks for Evanston. And Emily Freeland with a monster spike to get the point for Evanston earlier. A huge one. And speaking of Freeland, there she goes there. Set up by Hayes, and she tries to find that same spot. Out of bounds deflection by Hannah Stevenson, and it's 18-14 Evanston. Evanston on a 3-point run right now on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 2-1, the Red Devils lead. Ellingford with the serve again. Received by Whitehead for the Indians. Set up to Longhurst, and it finds the corner, and it's 18-15. Whitehead will come in and serve for the Indians, and it taps the top of the net. Diving stop by Taryn Holt, and now Longhurst will try the attack right through the hands of Caitlin Matson, and it's now 18-16. And when I mean right through the hands, it looked like if Longhurst was kicking a field goal, it went right through the uprights. Matson receives the serve. Ellingford sets up Freeland, who just passes it over. Here comes Haley Meek. Great dig there by Ellingford to keep it alive. And now Freeland finds a perfect touch and puts it right on the line on the far corner to make it 19-16 Evanston. Emily Freeland, the sophomore, have a game, young lady. 9 kills. And now Stacia Barker will serve. Received by Preston. Stacy Meek. Get to Voss. Voss sets and sends it over on a really easy point by Freeland, who just got to bops it over into no man's land. And it's 20-16. Freeland with her 10th kill of the game. Barker will serve again. Received by Whitehead. Stacy Freeland bops it over the net, and it goes on the wrong side of the line for Preston, and Evanston is up 21-16 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here in set number 4. Barker in the middle of a 3-point run. Whitehead receives for Preston. Stacy Meek off the top of the tape. Good response there by Freeland, but Windward's hit is too strong, and it's 22-16 Evanston. Timeout called. We're going to take one as well. 22-16 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston leads it 2-1. You're listening to a First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 The Big Dog and live video streaming on mylocalradio.com.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
And welcome back to Cokeville. Evanston 3 points away from winning this one and becoming the only team in Pool C to go 2-0. Barker with the serve. Longhurst puts it in the net. A diving Haley Hayes, or over the net, excuse me. A diving Haley Hayes can't stop it, and it's 22-17. This game also brought to you in part by Arrowhead Dental. Complete family dentistry. To see all services they offer, and it's a lot, visit their website, arrowheaddentalwy.com. Once again, that's arrowheaddentalwy.com. Abby Keller to serve for the Indians, receive by Ellingford. Freeland blocked by the Indians. Good quick response by Voss, who sends it over the tape. Now Windward spikes it into the ground. And it is now 22-18, a 4-point lead for Evanston on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. They lead Preston 2-1. Evanston trying to finish things up. Abby Keller for Preston. And she serves it out, and it's 23-18 Evanston. They'll take it over. 2 points away from taking this one, 3-1. And coming in to do the serving will be Taryn Wagstaff. And the serve. Received by Maggie Whitehead. Stacy Meek. Now Evanston sets up off of the pass by Ellingford. And Taryn Wagstaff can't get there in time. And it's 23-19. Once again, we have another 23-19. Monster Zeke fans will appreciate that. Stacy Meek with the serve for Preston. Popped up by Wagstaff. Good send by Nowakowski. Blocked by Voss as Preston tried to respond. Picked up by Barker, and Voss gets it right back at the net and puts it down. 24-19. Evanston has match point. And to serve will be Taylor Peterson. Voss with her 5th kill of the match. Peterson serves just over the tape. Good receive by Keller. Sage Meek batted up by Wagstaff. Ellingford puts it out of bounds. Trying to respond, and it's 24-20. So match point number 2 coming up for Evanston. And it will be Haley Windward for the Preston Indians. The serve. And it's out, and that's going to do it. Evanston wins it 25-20. In 4 sets, Evanston, the only team now in Pool C to be undefeated after 2. So they will control their destiny into the gold medal round, or gold medal bracket, if they take care of business against Mountain View. That one will be fun. We're going to be right back with our post-game show right after this. You've been listening to a First Bake presentation of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1, the Big Dog, and live video streaming on mylocalradio.com. Again, your final score, Evanston wins it in 4 sets.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
Members of Trona Valley Federal Credit Union feel confident that our staff has your best interest in mind, confident that we acknowledge your financial needs, confident that we are always working hard to provide the best rates, best products, and the best service the industry can offer, and confident that we will always work with you to help achieve your financial goals. Join Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
A pass to the Evanston Recreation Center gets you so much more than a weight room. A pass also gives you access to the pool, hot tub, steam rooms, cardio room, cycling studio, shooting range, basketball court, and locker rooms with showers. Passes also let you attend drop-in fitness classes at no additional cost, including Zumba, yoga, cycling, water aerobics, and strength training classes. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Recreation Center. Payment plans available. Stop in today.
With a fresh salad bar featuring many different types of salads, soup, and a baked potato bar, there's something for everyone at the Legal Tender restaurant inside the Best Western Dunmar Inn in Evanston, Wyoming. The Legal Tender got its name from owner Jack Dub Mills, a retired FBI agent. Dub interviewed many notorious gangsters like Benjamin Bugsy Siegel. The restaurant is full of original photography and history you won't find anywhere else. Come in today, the Legal Tender restaurant, 1601 Harrison Drive, Evanston, Wyoming.
Welcome to today's post-game show. It's time for the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. So Evanston came into this game as a chance to become the only team to come out of round 2 of pool play undefeated, and they matched up with the Preston Indians. They would come in and win set number 1, 25-22. Win set number 2, 25-20. Concede set number 3, 25-20 to Preston, and then ultimately win 25-20. So a lot of 25-20 games here. We were not able to keep a lot of stats throughout the set because of what was going on here with our network. But we do know that Evanston received a lot of help from the big names. They came to play. Emily Freeland, Rachel Voss, Lauren Ellingford, all combined for 23 kills, as well as seven blocks. So they came out and played when it mattered most. That is your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. Visit Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meet. Gourmet sandwiches, fresh and fast every day, where they spend 6 hours daily slicing all natural meats and fresh produce for your 30-second sandwich. That was the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. The post-game show continues after the break, and we'll have the post-game highlights. Give out the Dr. McKay Frankham precision play of the game, and then we'll wrap it up here as we are getting ready for Evanston and Mountain View in a few minutes. Stay tuned for that. This is a first bake presentation of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1, The Big Dog, and mylocalradio.com.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty. where legendary customer service is not a myth.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
And welcome back to the post-game show. Evanston 2-0 on the season, 2-0 here in Cokeville, and is the only team from Pool C at 2-0 and can control their destiny going into this one. So, are going into the matchup with Mountain View. Only team 2-0. Everybody else is 1-1, except Preston, who's actually 0-2, tragically. Let's go ahead and get some stats, and then we're going to give out our Dr. McKay Franker precision play of the game. Emily Freeland, according to our stats, had 15 kills. She led the team along with Lauren Ellingford, who got 15 as well. Rachel Voss with 7 blocks, as well as Taryn Holt, who had quite a few blocks herself, capped out at around 3. Zosha Nowakowski with 4 kills, and that's going to do it for our stats. We got to get off and get ready for Mountain View. So that's a wrap for the post-game show for today's matchup. Thanks to our producer, AJ Lamb and Preston Bush back in the studio. I'm Elan Off. We will see you next time the ball flies. Thank you so much, and take care.
You've been tuned in to a First Bank presentation of Evanston High School Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 with video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's game has been brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, Dr. McKay Frankham DDS, The Come On In Casper, Westar Printing, Flex Fitness, Plains Tire, The Littlest Wood Shop, Evanston Regional Hospital, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Evanston Parks and Rec, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, Arrowhead Dental, Rocky Mountain Sign, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Wyoming Dental Specialties, Uinta County School District No. 1, Elling Ford Brothers, Bear River Dental, and Trona Valley Federal Credit Union. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Our executive producer is Val Cook. We thank our office manager, KNYN Anderson, and our sales manager, Julie Burley, along with sports directors Ryan Steinekert and Jake Hibbard, and production crew Preston Bush and AJ Lamb. The biggest thanks to our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and past interviews with Red Devil players and coaches. Like My Local Radio on Facebook to stay up to date with the games. Thank you for joining us on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports on KNYN 99.1 FM and on mylocalradio.com. Until next time, go Red Devils.